Hello everybody, welcome back to some Rise of the Tomb Raider after our game decided to say fuck you earlier. I did some upgrading, and we're back.
The flora of our valley, from the tall trees to the lowly mushrooms, were foreign to our ancestors when they first arrived. It took time and tragedy to learn the language of this land. But now we pass on this knowledge with every generation. The earth offers all we need. There is the healing herb, which you know to seek near sources of water and in sheltered coves. The birchwood of the forest, straight and true, can be gathered to make arrows. And the death caps, the mushrooms you find inside rotting logs or in dark, damp places, can make a potent poison.
You know, I probably should use those poison arrows more, but I feel like they're best to use on, like, the armored enemies, and, you know, when I'm stealth killing them, the poison arrows obviously won't work to stay stealthy. Well, okay.
Lara, I'm here, but we're taking fire from the choppers. I need you to get Trinity's attention, any way you can.
Leave it to me.
Okay.
I can do this.
We're under heavy fire from helicopters. We need you on foot to get their attention.
Papal bull. The lead seal marking the authenticity of a document. This must have been attached to something of great import, like a writ of excommunication.
Could be. Did Jewish people excommunicate? I thought that was like a Christian Catholic thing. I mean, I guess excommunicate is just I don't know. I didn't think that it was, but I mean, I appreciate the explosive arrows, but I don't have to craft the grenades from my rifle. I hear someone else shooting, but since there's just constant gunfire here, I don't know if it's actually someone like that I need to deal with, or if it's just like the gunfire. She's still acting like she's in combat, but oh, what? So I got the body trap specialist thing. I did not realize it would take a scrap to do, because I don't think I ever used it on my other playthroughs of this game. So yeah, I'll probably never use that. I imagine the guys that are shooting are on the other side of that, but unfortunately it looks like we're gonna have to deal with that first. Fucking stupid. No, enough with the fucking grenades. You know what? Fuck your bridge. I mean, I technically have explosive arrows. I could theoretically kill this guy. Kill those choppers, right? Now, if I go back here, now that I've taken out those guys, is that going to be clear enough for me to... Good. Also, I upgraded... Oh, nice! There's the refinement tool. So we now have access to all of the upgrades. So yeah, we can now craft every upgrade. That doesn't mean that we have, you know, the materials to do it, but, you know, it is still technically a thing we can do. Really expect us to go through a lot of ammo in this section, which makes sense. I mean, they are throwing quite a few guys at us. Now, just so everybody knows, there's no way to save any of these people. Like, all these ones that you're seeing dying, like, as we get to them, you can't save them. Now, I'd like to know who keeps throwing these fucking grenades. Probably this dickhead, eh? Also, my pistol seems to be strong enough to one-shot them now, even without a headshot, which is nice. Kind of wish my rifle could do that, honestly. I also like how they keep telling me to fucking, like, booby trap these bodies while I'm in, like, the middle of a fucking firefight. Like that's a good time to be doing it, right? I saw the flash up here. I know that there's a fucking... What counts as an enemy nearby? Once again, I can hear shooting. I see a lot of arrows going. But there doesn't seem to be any actual enemies nearby.
Jacob, it looks like we've got the upper hand.
Good work. Those choppers should be in range.
They're hit.
Oh, there goes one.
Lara, are you there? Trinity is swarming the tower. We're trapped in the catacombs beneath.
Damn! Just hold on. I'm on my way.
Okay, now we can get our survival cache over there. Alright, time to go rescue some people. Again. Hopefully this time we can get there before most of them have died. I'm just kidding, Laura. It's fine. Can't save everyone. I mean, you can if the person who's writing your game decides you can,
Elias
but...
and I will attempt to reach the far hills, where the old bear lives. Trinity is still clustered below in the old Soviet base. We will wait until the dead of night to go. It is a great risk, but we know a battle is coming. We'll have need of the medicinal herbs that grow in those hills, if we are to survive the coming struggle.
I mean, if it's the same medicinal herbs that I use to heal, they are fucking everywhere. You know, I don't even honestly see that one on my map. I mean, it must be there, but... Got yet another skill point. Who's this one? Oh, right, we need the broadhead arrows. No, I just don't really use any of those to... Guess we'll go with Death from Above. I mean, once again, I feel like we could already do that, but you know. It's on for the compound bow. Quick release magazine. Yup. Oh, I need the improved eject. Oh, okay. And there we go. Our pistol's fully upgraded. Okay. Whatever I had wasn't for the assault rifle. I was for that. Well, that's worthless to me. Just do rate of fire. Actually, that would probably be good. It is a little slow. Which I know is like a kind of a point of, well, I guess it's not really the point of a pump action to be slow, but I mean, oh, that was going to be a very much waste of a shotgun shell, but there we go. That should be all of them, right? Yeah, it is. Oh my. Did I get him? I honestly don't know. Apparently not. Did I get him? Good God. I don't know why I couldn't get the head. Laura, would you fucking put the bottles down? For the love of God. The X button does too much in this.
You and me, now!
Okay. Done. Was that it? Is that what you wanted? Was that what you were expecting right there? When you charged at somebody that you know is heavily armed? Yay, a Greek
nearly
clown.
a decade since Katesh was lost to us. In the first years, I thought we would not survive. We are the remnant of a once great people, but we did survive. The struggle became second nature, and then a way of life. Our numbers no longer dwindle. We may never be great again, but we will live, this winter and the next. I know this in my heart, for God has given us a sign. Last night, a wild man wandered into our camp, emaciated and raving with fever. We gave him food, cut his tangled beard, and cleaned his wounds. The others do not recognize him yet. It has been too long. But I know him. The Prophet. The Prophet has returned to us.
I don't remember. Did we read something that said that the Prophet had died? I don't.
What was that?
A very easy way to kill you. It's like, I have a shield. Okay, buddy, you go with that. I imagine that the explosive arrow would probably do just as much. Maybe I should try it. Can only carry 5 of those, but that's fine. Oh.
This is Team 5. We're heading into the catacombs. Listen back up here.
Got it. On our way.
Why don't we just drop in some grenades and be done with it?
Yeah.
You're damn right I am.
Hold this position. Hold back. Reinforcements out of the inner damage. Covering fire.
Yep. Just keep dropping in.
Come and fly. Come on.
Laura's getting awfully cocky here. Are we good now? Oh my. guess. Alright.
Jacob. They're gone.
I fear this battle is far from over.
Will you tell me more about this place?
You've earned that much. Come with me. In ancient times, our prophet brought the divine source to this valley. My ancestors built Katesh to protect it from the outside world.
To what end? What is the divine source, Jacob?
An artifact from a time long forgotten. We believe it holds a fragment of God's soul. Legend tells us those who beheld the source were granted immortality. But others have always been drawn here, seeking its power.
Trinity.
Yes. They seek to spread their darkness across the world. With the source, their soldiers would be unstoppable.
Then help me find it before they do.
This is not your burden.
Of course it is. My father died for this.
You can't fill the emptiness inside you, Lara. You can only set it free.
I'm gonna find it. With or without you. Wait, Sophia, let me go. I have to do what I can. You spilt blood for us. I want to help. You know where the Atlas is? The cathedral, in the archives below. But we won't follow you there. Why? What will I find? There are others. The deathless ones. They will kill any who trespass. My father believes they will stop Trinity. I can't take that chance. I know. Here. Take this. It will help you reach the cathedral.
Okay, so now we got the wire school, and for some reason they sent us really far into the fucking... Oh, and I can't get through there. Sent us really far ahead, and it doesn't look like I can get back, so we'll have to grab the last of the collectibles next time we reach camp. Because I do also want to start the Baba Yaga DLC. Apparently it does kind of work with the story, or work into the story in some fashion. Ooh. Oh, that's interesting. I feel like that's unlikely, to say the least. That's there, then actually probably already. Oh, wait. There it is. Yay, secrets revealed. Probably not, though, because I do believe those just revealed the, Laura, you need to... There we go. You kind of need to do this. I don't have any other way to get across here. So, oh, and I can grapple to the ledge. Well, that's handy, I guess. I feel like there's no way you could trust that, right? Like, with the way the axe is curved and that, like...
The bones of the earth itself offer up their wealth, and we have learned to survive and subsist. Oil bubbles up from below. It can be gathered in the deep places, caves, dens, and our ancestors' tombs, and it will burn with little effort. In times of war, we coat our arrows to make them burn. Deeper still, you can find metal in shining veins that can be mined for their ore. We use that metal to forge simple tools. But someday, we will need that metal to repair the Soviet weapons. Living in harmony with the land rarely means living in harmony with our fellow man.
Yeah, I mean, humans do have trouble, being peaceful. It's kind of one of our things. Okay, that, I feel, definitely didn't happen the way it was supposed to, but whatever. Over we go. I did see a ledge behind me, but as far as I'm aware, there isn't any more. I mean, the only yeah, that must just be to get back. Because the only other collectibles that we have... Oh, I can grapple right to the wall? I really wouldn't trust that! But anyway, the only other collectibles we have, we need to find a camp. And fast travel back there. They're not that far away from the last camp that we unlocked, which is nice.
If you're headed to the cathedral, Trinity will be everywhere.
I know, but I have no choice.
Alright. Okay, so we'll pop that. Another heavy pistol part. Where the fuck are we? Oh, I see where we are. Alright, well this should be good. Yeah, it just tells us we need to go down and then go that way. Oh man, a lot of shit got revealed. So, I mean, it's possible we're heading out this direction, maybe? I'm not sure. We don't know, because that's where we left last time. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff out here. But now that we have the wire spool, we can also hit up that other, the one tomb that's here, that we needed it for. See, we got any talking.
Much violence and death. Jacob's people have been through so much, yet they continue to fight. They are bound by an oath taken by their ancestors, a duty handed down from the past. But I see a people who simply want to live in peace. I believe it's time for them to let go of the past. If I can find the Atlas, it might lead to the divine source. I could take it away from here. They wouldn't have to suffer anymore. They could share the burden of the truth with the world. But if all this leads to nothing, I don't know what I'll do.
I honestly thought she was done talking. That's why I did that. Okay, so the tower courtyard. We'll quickly run back and grab the couple of collectibles that they, kicked us out of the fucking place to get. How do we know that Anna's about to enter the cathedral in the cliffs above? I guess because that's where the helicopters were, but I mean, we don't know that Anna's there. I mean, her and Constantine are running this shit show, right? So, like... There's no reason for them to be, like... up in the action. I don't think there's going to be any enemies. I don't know that by any means, but I'm just going to trust that there isn't. Okay. Just like the way the light was shining on that one rock, I was like, oh, there's something over there to climb? That doesn't make sense. And it turns out it didn't. Is further down. I doubt there's much in here today. There's a gate though. Alright. That open, make sure there's nothing other direction to go behind me. Here's our document.
I underestimated our enemy. Elias is now dead because of my fool's errand, and my father has not been seen in 2 days. We would need to be at our full strength to resist Trinity, but it seems the killing blow was dealt before the fight even began. We have the armor of our faith, but what good is it against an enemy that grows stronger with every passing generation? If we survive this time, I fear our children will not survive the next.
I mean, here's the thing, right? Like, I get it. Like, every time they have to fight, they get a little bit weaker because, you know, they lose people and everything, right? But at the same time, every time they fight, they should be upgrading all of their shit, right? Like, the people come at you with better weapons, take their weapons. Now, obviously, when it comes to, like, helicopters and that, you know, there's only so much you can do there. Oh, there we go. Unless you manage to sneak in, and then even if you do manage to sneak in and like grab a helicopter or something, I mean, like, how you gonna fly it, right? All right. So that's all of our collectibles. We're gonna head back because there's no other reason to continue this way. Although, you know what though? Actually, I want to see if we even can continue this way because I didn't really see a way to leave. And it's entirely possible that you can't go this way any further. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Because, I mean, like, there's holes there, but it's not letting me, like, climb out of any of them, so. Yeah, it's very annoying when they do stuff like that in this game where it's like, oh, there's like 2 collectibles left, but we're going to kick you out during a cutscene. And not give you the chance to get those so that you have to run back. Oh, and by the way, you can't just like run. Because like right now, right? One of the reasons why I turned back was because like it would have been very beneficial if they had let us continue. Because that would have kicked us out right back where we needed to be, right? Like that would have kicked us right back out at the upper entrance there to the geothermal valley, and we would have been good to go. Could have just been like, all right, done. Let's do this shit, right? But yeah, I think next week we'll start the Baba Yaga DLC. It's not. I didn't know how much, like, what all it did, right? So I looked it up in between while the game was turning back on because I recorded this like right after the last part. And I think I'm just gonna start buying whatever upgrades I don't have yet. Because outside of the couple that we need, like actually I don't even think it's a couple. I think it's just the one that we need the broadhead arrows for. I don't think that any of them. I don't think there's any skill that like we can't get, right. But yeah, so because we'll end up just getting more collectibles and shit right now because we're heading back towards the village that we got kicked out of last time. Or well, I guess we didn't really get kicked out of it. We just couldn't really access like fucking any of it. No, I wanted to. Well, whatever. Just climb back up.
We have a true test now, young ones. The valley is balance. When one thing slides, it affects all others. The fire 2 harvests ago led to an unusual bloom of berries. That led to more deer. And now, we've got too many damned wolves. They're not good eating, but to keep the valley in harmony, we're tracking wolves tonight. They come out after dark and roam the whole valley, but we're going to track them to their dens in caves and other underground places. Stay close together. When you hunt wolves, the wolves are just as likely to hunt you.
Yeah, they're a bitch, that's for sure. Whether it be video games or real life, they's a bitch to deal with. Okay. Do I need to... what just happened? Like, you saw her throw the axe. Like, can you throw the axe just... Oh, apparently you can just throw the axe without actually connecting to anything. Yeah, I feel like it's because she's, like, throwing it at walls and not... I guess I may as well. Oh, get off the fucking thing, Laura. I'm not gonna use the stupid... Oh, God. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's not good. Oh, thank God I recovered from that. What do we got in there? Break action shotgun. Alright, it's 3 of 4 for that one. Didn't realize I used so much wood. Nope. Get this. Just give me more scrap right now. Like that. Yeah, that. Exactly that. Give me all of that. That seems to be what I need
I can no
most right
longer deny the pull that Alia has on me. She came to me, alone, as I walked the passes high above the valley. I know now that the draw was mutual. I explained to her why I could not, should not, why my position amongst our people should preclude such folly, why I could never make her happy. But it didn't matter what I said. As my mouth spoke, my arms reached out to enfold her, and we embraced. It has been so long, and I am still human.
I mean... sure. Why not? Why can't you? I mean, I'm sure that, you kind of just said because of your position and whatnot, but I mean, come on, man. That's not an enemy, is it? No, okay. Alright, we got a zip line that goes over there. Is there any other... There's only one more collectible here, and it's a map, and it's, by the looks of it, it's probably in this hunting blind here. Yeah, there it is. It probably won't show us anything that we don't already have. Right? Oh wow! Oh wow! Good God, we have so many documents over there now. I also don't remember where the last dive point is. Obviously not here because there's no water down there. But I guess there is some water. Not deep enough to fucking go diving in though. Although there are those guys who like they do those stunts, right, where they dive from like really high up. Why is there Trinity here?
You take any alive? I had one I probably could deliver. The bonus wasn't worth it.
Yeah. One of them surrendered and the company men were watching. Had to turn him over.
They taking him back to the old prison.
Just the ones they think might know something about the Atlas. Constantine's gonna ask them a few questions. They've got the rest back up near the cathedral.
Someone's gonna have some fun.
That must be them. Hoping they have cause for that. Oh well. How long you been on the payroll?
A few months. This is my first wet work assignment. It's been too long since I was in the field. I got rusty. You?
Been with Constantine for just about a year now. Had an old war buddy that vouched for me. Before that, I was working for one of the families in Kiev, and I had to get out of town.
Is there always this much opportunity?
No, this is a special case. Safer. Usually it's a much smaller scale and more discreet.
That's a shame. I could get used to this.
Yeah, I don't know. Something's weird about this. The company men are acting antsy out here. Usually they're all business.
Something about the job? Something they ain't telling us.
Can't say. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Just enjoy the moment.
I hear you. Those guys get me the creeps as it is.
I don't get how I could kill this guy without being spotted. It says I can, so I'm going to. But at the same time, the other guy is right there and was talking to me.
We got incoming! Sweep and clear. Let's move.
Yeah, dude, you're the last. Okay, so he saw me drop the body behind. Like, when it went around the fire, he saw the body, but he didn't see me kill the guy. Well, this is clearly bullshit. Oh, and that was the last guy. That one guy was the only reason I didn't get a fucking, like, perfect score on that. That's bullshit. Like, where the fuck did he even come from? Also, where the hell are we on the map? Alright, so we got this. There's a coin cache that we apparently haven't revealed, so it must be on that monolith. Or it must be one of the ones from the monolith down there, which we can actually do now. Also don't know if there's any more... Because, I mean, we had cleared them out of here, right? Like, that was, like, the whole... Like, when we went through here, we had cleared them out of here. Which is why we went to the other place, because, you know, since we had cleared them out of here, we needed to go help the other guys. Now, what good does this do? Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't really... I mean, that helps us get across there. I guess that's a death from above kind of setup, but... I don't know, it doesn't seem really all that worth it.
I've attached everything I've learned so far. Anna and Constantine, they're in charge out here, but someone else is pulling the strings above them. Someone with a lot of cash and the means to move it around. I've narrowed down the source, but I'm having a hard time believing someone in the Vatican is running a private army. But all roads lead to Rome. Trust me, this sounds crazy even to me, but people have to know this. If I'm gonna die for this, I want to be on the right side for once. And Constantine, I know you're probably reading this too. You might make me disappear, but you won't win out here. And if I never get the chance to say it to your face, you're out of your fucking mind.
Well, there's at least one guy with somewhat good, you know, somewhat of a good guy. I mean, he's still... Oh, fucking Christ, these stupid fucking bottles, man. I am so sick and tired of them. Every time I go up to something, it's like, oh, let's press X to pick it up. Oh, there was a bottle next to it. Honestly, I don't remember if you killed Constantine in this. I mean, probably. But I know that you still are facing Trinity in the next game. But I don't think in the little bit of gameplay that I watched, I actually got to see who, like, the big bad was.
The hired guns can finish the sweep down here. We're needed back to base camp. Leave them to it. Roger, we're clear.
So this should be, yeah, we should be in, like, the main part of the village now. Who's watching these guys? I mean, like, this guy over by the fire. Oh, there's another guy right there.
Alright, once we finish scrubbing this site, you men can head on up with the rest of them.
So what are we looking for exactly?
Command thinks the Atlas is beneath its fever. We're looking for anything that might confirm that theory.
Like what exactly?
If we knew, you would be looking. Documents, maps, anything that might confirm the intel.
Why don't we just go down to get it?
Because they also think that it might be dangerous. They want any additional intel you can find before putting lives on the line.
We think the natives are guarding it?
I think I heard something. I'll take a look.
Don't go far.
I don't remember what I can make out of the... Ah, fuck. I was really hoping they'd come around this direction.
Copy that.
We got a KIA.
I'll go look.
Everyone look sharp.
Damn it.
Someone kill him already! We're under
I mean, that's the tricky part, right? It's like, oh, he's yellow, so... they can't see you do it. But at the same time, the animation takes a while. They may see you do it.
Alright, once we finish scrubbing this site, you men can head on up with the rest.
What are we looking for exactly?
Command thinks the atlas is beneath the cathedral. We're looking for anything that might confirm that theory.
Like what exactly?
If we knew, we wouldn't be looking. Documents, maps, anything that might confirm the intel.
Why don't we just go down and get it? Think I heard something. I'll take a look.
Do you believe that's a proximity mine? Actually, now that I think about it.
Whose radio is that?
We got incoming!
Hmm.
What have we got? Checking the book.
We're under attack! Got contact!
Of course. Once again. See, now that's why... That's why I gotta say, I don't really care for things like that that aren't accurate, right? It's like, oh, nobody can see you. Yes, for this 1 second that you're currently looking at it, but that does not mean that you won't be, that they won't be able to at some other point.
Documents, maps, anything that might confirm the intel.
Why don't we just go down and get it?
Because they also think that it might be dangerous. They want any additional intel you can find before putting lives on the line.
We think the natives are guarding it?
Something like that. Sure.
We've already shown we can deal with them. Why don't we just take it by force?
Listen, you're going to get commendations for today's action. You want to upgrade your contacts with Trinity? Start looking and stop asking questions.
Hey, I think I found some more of those gold coins.
Set it aside. It's not yours to take.
Come on, it spoils war.
I sense you haven't fully grasped this yet. This is not a mercenary outfit. We have rules. You will be paid well, but you will obey every command.
It's just a couple of...
Alright, I'm tired of you guys.
I'm gonna check it out. Be right back.
Roger that.
Oh, and only one of them's coming this time. And let me guess, this time he's going around the other way? Of course!
What's that?
Why wouldn't he?
He's dead. Spread out.
Yeah, Laura, stay crouched. I saw another guy walk by over there. There's a guy here as well. Okay. That's all the guys I know of, but that doesn't mean that that's all the guys. Because now I know that we get... Oh yeah, see, there's another one right there already. Just going that way. I don't know, the fact that she hasn't put her stuff away worries me a little bit. It's like she's not like running like she normally does once I've cleared a section. The only other place I have to check is behind this house over here, because I don't want to go through that house on the right, since that's, you know, the actual way go. No, not going back here either. Weird. Very weird. But there, I guess there could be enemies past that marker, which is why she's still like this, but... I don't know, I'm not seeing any enemies, though. That's very, very weird. Now, I did see a map or something, though. Look.
You are hunters, every last one of you, and I am proud. Your final lesson comes today, a test all hunters must face. Today we'll track the one thing bigger and meaner than me in this valley. Today we'll take down a bear. We only hunt bears when they get old and ornery when they start to enter the village. And now, we have such a bear. I've tracked him to his den, watching him range across the valley, following the other animals. We must throw our spears together. When he rears up, aim straight and true for his heart. A lucky shot between the ribs can drop any beast. Pray you make it, because there won't be a second chance.
Okay. Got that. Why is this lit up, though? Here's my question. Like, that's a weird thing to be lit up. Yeah, I don't know. She seems to think there's still an enemy to be had, but there does not seem to be. Oh, another piece of the full auto shotgun. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's very, very weird. Alright, let's see what we got. We got that. There should be... Where are we? Yeah, that's where we are. Okay, there's something to dig up around here. Oh, but is it past the... It is past the barricade. So how the fuck do you get past the barricades then? That doesn't make sense. Why would they have that blocked off though? I mean, like, it doesn't look like it leads anywhere. It looks like it's just like a little, like, off the side. Like, what the fuck? So weird. I'll see there's another document around here. Here it is.
I have sinned in God's name. Much blood has been spilled on this valley floor. As I speak now, blood continues to flow. Forgive me. That the divine work requires sacrifices does not mean I am clean. Forgive me, for since I've suffered the stigmata in my youth, I have sinned in your name. Forgive those I've killed myself, and those who've been killed in my name. They knew not what they were doing. Forgive me. Forgive me, for the work I do is not yet done, and there is yet much blood to be spilled.
I mean, here's the thing. If you know it's a sin to kill, right? I know that it was God himself that said, you know, thou shalt not kill. Why would you ever think that killing why would you ever think that he would give you a task that requires you to kill people? Like you think this is your holy duty, while at the same time believing in God, who told you not to who says, you know, thou shalt not kill. So, I realize that like all religious zealot dickheads are like that, where it very clearly, you know, with any amount of actual thought put into it, it doesn't make sense. But I mean, come on now. All right, we should be. I did like the walkie bomb there. That was good. It screwed me over, but I mean that's not really much of a okay, no, that did. But I mean that's not much of a surprise. It did not immediately get me detected though, which is nice, I will say.
Security guards came at night. Knew they would. Crossed a line when I killed the tech from Echo Squad. I know I shouldn't have, but I couldn't help it. Remnant weren't enough. I needed something more. They brought me to the windowless room. I thought I was dead. And then Constantine was there. took my head in his hands and smiled. He told me he understood. He was like me once. I've sinned, but there could be forgiveness. I have been a blunt instrument, swinging wildly. He told me I could be redeemed. I've got a special skill. I just need sharpening. Trinity can make me a weapon, point me in the right direction. I almost cried and kissed his feet. I will become what I was meant to be. For Trinity, for Constantine.
Oh, the serial killer found a purpose. How nice for him. I mean, there's got to be more enemies up here.
What did he say? It's not his call, but he's gonna put a recommendation in for us both. Then there'll be an initiation ceremony of some sort. So that's it? That's all he can do? Look, some of those guys were on contract for years before Trinity gave them rank. You have to be patient. There's more to it than performance. Like what? There's some sort of oath, and then the ceremony. He said we'd find out soon enough.
Alright, well, no ceremony for you. Or you. Alright. Well, now they don't have to worry about it anymore. Alright, we got two dickheads there. We got guys that were up there. There's this other guy patrolling. We got explosive barrels that they're just begging us to shoot. It wants me to go up there, which I guess I will, because our last camp is over here somewhere. Oh, and there's a guy up there too. I didn't even see him. Don't know how anybody's keeping their eye on him. Oh. Huh. That was interesting. I don't know.
Have they started operations up at the cathedral? Any minute now. They flew in some heavy equipment less than an hour ago. Anna's up there already. She thinks they'll find the Atlas inside. I thought the survey team reported there was nothing there. One of the captains showed us the passage. There's a whole series of catacombs down below. Let's hope this is it.
You know, I actually don't trust that much. I'm gonna hide here for a second until he works his way back.
Croft is operating against us at every turn. Someone put a fire in her. Lord Croft was too bookish to possess any true resolve. He was a coward. His daughter is something different. I almost gave an order today that no man should kill Croft but me. I fear she is starting to cloud my judgment. I must remind myself, the goal is not another dead Croft. The goal is the divine source.
Alright, well. Okay, so killing him obviously didn't, like, do a huge amount for us, but
We
at
did
the
a
same...
sweep of the buildings. Found a straggler hiding in the lodge, but otherwise it looks clear.
Good. Okay, make sure everyone stays sharp.
We worried about a counterattack?
Maybe, but not from the natives. They won't risk it now that we have prisoners.
The Croft girl.
Yes, Anna wants her alive. If possible.
That's not gonna happen. Heard she cut a swath through the assault teams up at the tower.
Yeah,
Sure
I know.
did.
If she shows up here, I'm not gonna bat an eye if someone puts her down. Understand? It's not worth the risk.
Don't get a couple of these guys and how they're not and how they're being seen, or like who they're being seen by, right? Okay, let's grab a bottle and let's toss it over there. Or 2 inches away from me, because why should I expect the bottle to actually follow the arc that the game gives me that, you know, is supposed to tell me where the bottle's going to hit?
Hold on.
Not too far away on that one. I kind of thought that might be the case. This should be good though. Good God, that must be the mason jars. They're very fucking loud as shit, man. I much prefer the cans because at least I can throw those again. Yeah, buddy, what happened? Find you. Okay. Now with those 2 at the camp gone, that does free up the guy up top, it seems. No, there's still somebody. How is the guy under? Maybe just because of like distance. Like he's just too close, I guess. That there's no way that I could kill the guy up top without noticing, but I guess if I kill him far enough back, it doesn't matter now, does it? Now the thing that's weird to me is this guy right here, because he should be visible to the guy up top, but he doesn't seem to turn red at any point, which... Oh god, there's somebody in there. There must be, because that guy was red and he was fully inside the building. There's no way this guy out here is doing that. I mean, now it's clearly the guy out here. Now, if these guys can get their shit synced up properly... I had to go for it. I wanted to turn around to see if the guy was up there, but I just couldn't risk it. And then when he goes in, he should turn red. Yeah. Okay, so we'll head back over here then. So as long as he isn't inside the building, we seem to be good. Now he should walk over here. He doesn't walk all the way over, so he shouldn't see us. Now the game might decide to fuck us, but I'm going to trust that it doesn't. Curious if our quiver actually keeps track of our arrows, like if the amount of arrows in our quiver is accurate.
Show you.
This one doesn't really make too much sense why they can't see me, but I'll take it. Oh, you know what? I want to alter the way she's standing so that she doesn't throw it at the fucking post and kill herself.
Excuse me, there is a message.
Or, you know, the game can just say, fuck you. Alright. So I almost got that full stealth, but not quite. Because my crafted explosives aren't apparently all that powerful. But yeah, I think we'll end this part here. Because I don't know how much more there is in front of us. I'm going to assume our document's up top, yeah. And we're at... Oof, we're actually over an hour again, just like the last part, but not quite as bad. So yeah, we'll end this part here. And I guess I won't be doing stuff in between because I would have to run awfully far back to find a camp. So next time we'll advance until we reach the next camp, and then we'll do some hopping around to get through. We'll do the other challenge dungeon. We'll see if the other area in the geothermal valley opened up that we couldn't get to because I had the barricades across it. And we'll go back and start the Baba Yaga DLC because apparently you do get some different items in that throughout it, and now that we have the wire spool, we should be able to finish it as we come across the different missions. So, thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see you next week.